The Emu Wars, a very short story. Toddy Bobbit has a menagerie out there. Cows, sheep, deer, chickens, dogs, cats, swans, ducks, geese, wallabies, and an old emu fenced into a large paddock. Toddy rang me one morning and said, "I'm putting in a new fence. I'm wondering if you could come over for an hour and stop the emu getting out. The last time it got out, it took me all afternoon to catch it. You ever chased an emu?" "They can't fly," I said, "but they can run the pants up a kangaroo." "Correct," he said. I told him I'd be there shortly. He was straining new wire on the south boundary. I went in through the cattle gate around the dam and stood on guard where old man emu was nibbling vegetation, making conversation and explaining what's what. I said to the bird, "Settle down, you're not going anywhere." I wasn't expecting it to look up and say to me, "You won't be talking so smart after the war." The war? Toddy didn't tell me his emu was a war veteran. Emus are difficult enough as it is, but if you run into a war veteran, they can be belligerent. "Is that so?" I said. "Which war will that be?" "The next war," said the emu. "You wait." I had to laugh. I wasn't intimidated. War or no war, he wasn't going to get out of the paddock. Toddy regarded him as a pet. He thought of himself as a prisoner. "My grandfather fought in the Great War, you know," the emu then informed me. He meant the War of 1932. Soldiers of the Royal Australian Artillery, armed with Lewis machine guns, did battle with 20,000 emus in the wide wheatlands of New South Wales. Emus always make reference to the War of 1932. They won that one. It was a war of attrition. This particular emu looked back to those glory days. Ever since the War of 32, emus have harboured delusions that they might, at some future time, challenge the hegemon. "The next war will be the war to end all wars," the emu told me. "You mark my words."